And see in the upper left corner, it loses clarity, and it says up there, Cleveland, June 18th, 2022, grass and mulch fire.
What the hell is going on? That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
One more time, this is the original that will be linked in the description, and then we're going to go over some review.
What the hell is going on? That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
So this is a video that I made back then that I titled Left Behind, Seraphim, Burning Ones, Cleaning House in Cleveland, where it's already filmed phone to phone once, and now you're filming it phone to phone a third time, so there is greater clarity in the original that's linked in the description. But I go over some good information that deserves review here.
What the hell is going on? That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
That's a good one. Look at it. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
That's okay.
A cigarette butt, that's what's going on. You see these little elongated lines right here and here and here? Those are embers that are moving real quickly. And because they're moving so quickly, when you pause it, it actually looks like it's stretched out into a little line. So you can see that in this area, it's primarily only burning what's around the trees, and they're talking about the mulch burning. But I've also shown how it's the tree roots that go down into the ground that work like antenna. Just like lightning strikes the tallest and most conductive thing when it comes from the sky, when it comes from the ground up, it strikes the things that are deepest in the ground. But that's not necessarily true in this case because there's a lot of underground infrastructure, metal pipes and stuff. Anyway, I'm just pointing out how it focuses on the trees and the mulch around the trees. And these gusts of sparks could be nanoparticles. Very good chance that that's what that is. On this one, you can see it's got a pretty perfectly round red glowing circle around the tree, right where the bark or the mulch is. And yeah, you can see it burning around all the trees simultaneously, so let's not even argue about whether or not that's even a plausible or believable story. Let's be grateful that they put out a cover story. They had to tell the people something.
They told him it was a cigarette butt. Lit up that mulch. You can see where it literally shoots
And
it.
now people are starting to ask, what's going on?
What's going on?
I'm grateful they censored my channel for the past 4 years because that gave us a 4-year reprieve and extended the calm before the storm. My hat goes off to them. They know what they're doing.
What's going on?
Because left to my own devices, I would have cost us 4 years of livable, pretty good quality life.
Yeah, so, anyways, the flats are on fire. So that's cool. It's just a bunch of mulch, fire trucks here. But, yeah, so pretty eventful day. Alright, it's cool. We got the, they just lit the traffic sign on fire. Dude, this is kind of insane. Bro, I really understand how wildfires spread now because this is literally lighting like pretty much everything on fire, dog. This is actually kind of insane, bro. Yeah, I'm absolutely not driving into that, so oh, the boys are on it though. The boys are on it though. We're chilling. All right. Oh. What? Dom, get out of there! Dude, get out of there! I've never seen it. No, I've never seen it like this either. What is going on?
He said the same thing as the other guy.
What?
What's going on?
Yeah, so, anyways, the flats are on fire. So that's cool. It's just a bunch of mulch, fire trucks here. But, yeah, so pretty eventful day. Alright, it's cool. We got the, they just lit the traffic sign on fire. Dude, this is kind of insane.
That's the reason we should have a cover story.
I really understand how wildfires spread now because this is literally lighting like pretty much everything on fire, dog. This is actually kind of insane, bro. Yeah, I'm absolutely not driving into that, so oh, the boys are on it though. The boys are on it though. We're chilling. All right. Oh. What? Dom, get out of there! Dude, get out of there!
I never seen it like this either. What is going on? What?
All right, thank you. New this morning, check out this video of a mulch fire in the flats from overnight. Although the footage looks dramatic, but according to Cleveland Fire, there were no injuries or damage. They said it was likely caused by careless smoking mixing with the strong winds and fresh mulch. We'll have an interview with the fire chief coming up in our later shows.
So I'm going to delete the video that I made this morning at like 5:30 a.m. using TC 802's coverage of this because it had already been filmed screen to screen like 2 or 3 or 4 times, so the resolution was lost. And I found the original of that video, but it's a good thing that I produced that at 5:30 this morning, because after asking the viewers to send me any links, Trish, sent me this link and was able to post it in my comment section, which is something new. Also, when I went to search, this doesn't come up in my search. Maybe I could search Frank C. Cleveland June 8 and all this whole title and I could find it on YouTube, but when I just search Cleveland Flats mulch fire, it does not give me this link as an option. I don't know how she found it. And these algorithms may be tailored to each viewer. But one thing I found, and it worked twice today, is she was able to post a link in my comments, and I was able to post links in someone else's comment section whose house burned down on Father's Day. And they received those links. Up until today, I had pretty much given up on posting links in other people's comment section because 90% of the time, it would not post. It would appear from my device that it had posted, but when I looked at their video from a different device, my comment would never post if I included a link. So I'd pretty much given up on including links in comments that I leave in people's comment section. But today, someone was able to get this link into my comment section, and otherwise I wouldn't have been able to find this video if it would not have allowed that comment to post with this link. So they may have changed the algorithms a bit. It may be tailored to each person on a case-by-case basis, possibly. But you guys might want to test this out because you guys have probably noticed too that you can't post a comment and include a link in the comment. Or at least I had. 90-some-odd% of the time it would not post the link, and I couldn't figure out the pattern on when occasionally it would allow me to post a link in someone else's comment section. So it was a good thing that I made that video this morning, even with the distorted images, with the grainy loss of resolution, because it allowed Trish to post this and get this to me. And this is one that I can't find anywhere else, not with using common search terms. So try it out, guys. See if you can post links again in other people's comment sections, because I know for a long time it wouldn't let you. It would just kick it out. And again, it would make it appear from your device that that comment did post in their video. Even if you exited out and then went back to their video, you'd see your comment there. But if I go to my other phone and play the same video, I'll see that my comment does not appear from other devices. It only makes it appear as if it allowed the comment to post from the device that I use to post it if it includes a link. That may have changed now, and that's a game changer. But do not, please do not, if we can, post links in other people's comment section now. Don't litter other people's comment section with links to my videos. This is not for everyone. This is for almost no one, and time is very short. So take advantage of the lead time that we have, knowing that this obviously isn't from cigarette butts. And be grateful that they're putting out a cover story and that they've kept this under wraps for as long as they have. Because as soon as this guy who's like, there's the boys. Oh, we're just chilling. As soon as those dumbasses figure out what's going on, we're fucked. So don't litter other people's comment section with links to my videos. Don't grow my channel. Understand the magnitude of what we're dealing with here and that it's a reality. I know it seems surreal, like a dream, like it's a cartoon, like it's all on a two-dimensional flat screen, until it comes to your neighborhood. This is actually happening. We actually got a lead time over everyone else. And the algorithm is very sophisticated in knowing who is capable of receiving this and processing it appropriately. In a movie called Code 46, where everyone had to live indoors and they went outside and did their business at night because the sun had gotten so hot, no one could stand it. I will post a link in the description from JWTV today where they say the Navy or some sort of military operative information dispensary says we need to own the heat the same way that we currently own the night. United States military says we own the night because we have night vision and we can operate in the night. And they say we need to own the heat the same way we currently own the night. They have a phrase, the Sphinx knows best. The Sphinx, referring to the AI algorithm that determines who gets papels or pass or in order to be able to travel. And the people that lived afuera, because it's a post-apocalyptic world where they speak a combination of English, Spanish, and Mandarin, the people that lived afuera are fucked. And we're quickly approaching that world. If you say to your boss, I don't work in the sun anymore, the sun's too hot, they'll look at you like, what, you can't stand a little sun? Just a little sun? What are you, a pussy? They don't get it. They don't know. They'll have to suffer the consequences. They will perish for their lack of knowledge. But at this point, we are too late in the game to go, wake everybody up, like I've been trying to for the last 4 years. At this point, keep those bastards asleep as long as you can.
Look at this. What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
These are the idiots. What's going on? You want those guys knowing what's going on? Fuck no, I don't. Keep this to yourself and your primary friends and family and ask them to keep it to themselves if you share it with them. You've been given a gift, and to just go try and run around and give it to anyone and everyone and random strangers like I have been the last 4 years is squandering that gift and not recognizing what it was you were given and why. Trying to override the Sphinx's algorithm, which is there is an algorithm in the three-dimensional world we live in, and you're taking God's gift and just passing it around like any old douchebag deserves it. They don't. No amount of censorship can account for the fact that all these people are still blind. Thank God for the veil that's been placed over their eyes, but when it gets lifted, all hell on earth will break loose. Please, recognize what time it is. We are in the final hours. They've had just as many opportunities as you and I to come to terms with this, to observe it, to see it, but they focus their priorities on other things that didn't matter as much. Really grasp what I'm saying here. Time is short. Take advantage of the lead time that you have while you still have a little bit of time left before everyone figures out what's going on. And figure out what you're going to do when they do figure out what's going on. Because when they do, it's over. So try to keep this under wraps just a little bit longer. This is just between us. Yeah, I'm putting it on the internet, but I know that circulation and access to this information is very, very specifically distributed. through a very highly sophisticated filtration process that knows more about you than you know about yourself.
That's a good question. Look at this. What's going on?
All this
Hey,
fucking mulch
what's
right
going
now.
on?
That's okay.
Fucking last,
Seriously, that needs to be a priority. What is your plan for when all of these people figure out what's going on? What are you going to do when they all wake up? It's not going to be pretty, especially when they find out they didn't get a ticket to ride and some people did. The CEO exodus happened for a reason. Listen to the mentality of this person. When these people figure out what's going on, you better be ready. And at this point, you don't want them knowing what's going on. Listen to these people. They're gone.
Yeah, so, anyways, the flats are on fire. So that's cool. It's just a bunch of mulch, fire trucks here. But, yeah, so pretty eventful day. Alright, it's cool. We got the, they just lit the traffic sign on fire. Dude, this is kind of insane. Bro, I really understand how wildfires spread now, because this is literally lighting like pretty much everything on fire, dog. This is actually kind of insane, bro. Yeah, I'm absolutely not driving into that, so oh, the boys are on it though. The boys are on it though. We're chilling. All right. Oh. What?
Dom, get out of there! Dude, get out of there!
I've never seen anything.
No, I've never seen it like this either. What is going on? What?
Under the title of threats, we need to own the heat the way we now own the night, Pentagon climate leader says. And this is basically to clarify for, I'm a little claustrophobic and there's a lot of chalk dust floating around in the comment section these days saying, what's the big threat? All I hear is you ranting and raving about some few random pieces of wood getting burned. What's the threat and shit like that? How about hundreds of homes lost? Benton saying, I don't give a shit about plasma fire. Yeah, you don't give a shit until it's you in that house burning down. Then you will give a shit.
Reception was really bad down there, but if you take a look back there at those flames, that was a home, and you can see that is no more. That is gone. I mean, about 2 hours ago it was still standing, but not anymore. And earlier today, when we kind of lost reception, we drove down, I want to say about 5 minutes down from where that fire truck is, and every single home in that general vicinity gone or burnt down. I mean, sheds are gone.
And this was from December in Boulder, Colorado. We are now heading into December, and Boulder, Colorado is famous for its cold weather, snowy climate. And only an hour or two after these fires went through the neighborhood, the snow came down, and there was snow building up on top of smoldering houses.
Cars are charred, you know, people's tools, everything in their backyards. And I mean, I want to say that every single tree I saw back there touched by this fire, and a lot of hot spots. It's down from where that fire truck is, and every single home in that general vicinity gone or burnt down. I mean, sheds are gone, cars are charred, you know, people's tools, everything in their backyards. And I mean, I want to say that every single tree I saw back there touched by this fire and a lot of hot spots.
So you can see for yourself the exact opposite of what she just said is true. Every single tree is untouched by these fires. This flame, if you look closely, that's a house. I put out the challenge. Show me the one tree that's burning. That's the house. And then you get chalktards saying, anyone who doesn't understand how a living tree could stand right next to a burning house and not burn is just a moron. That makes sense if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because the tree is wet live wood and the house is made out of kiln-dried 2x4s. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about or what's really going on, or if you're looking for a reason to believe that there's nothing abnormal or out of the ordinary and usual going on here. And they come up with some very clever mental gymnastics to perform, and this commentator is doing a very similar thing. Creating word salad to people that are susceptible to the power of suggestion to tell you it's just a regular fire. All the trees, I can't say there was one, all the trees were touched. And it's moving throughout all the fields when you can see with your own eyes. None of the trees are burned and it's moving from one house to another. Not going to go over this whole video. You can watch the rest of it linked in the description, but let's just watch a little more to see what happens in the aftermath. This is what I want to focus on is the psychology of this. She just said that homes completely gone, every single one of them, cars charred. And she said, I want to say that, let's listen to it again. Every single tree was touched by this fire. And you can see for yourself that not a single tree was. So, this begs the question, did that come from her? Was she told to say that? Is that the way she's papering over the fact that the houses are burning and not the trees, so she tells herself otherwise? The other thing I'm going to draw your attention to when we watch this one more time is this tree right here. I'll bring the pointer over here so you can see it. These rings, one here, one above it, and there's also one that appears down here, and another one here. At this point, the top two are pretty bright and visible. So let's watch that whole segment again. Watch down here in this one, you can see that the trees aren't burning. This does look like a tree that's burning, but look how it's burning. So watch that again and listen to what she says. And this is how it looks afterwards. House is gone, cars charred, even brick houses gone.
Jennifer Johnson, Global News, Washington.
Everywhere we look, homes are burning.
See, we had to move a little bit closer because our reception was really bad down there. But if you take a look back there at those flames, that was a home, and you can see that is no more. That is gone. I mean, about 2 hours ago, it was still standing, but not anymore. And earlier today, when we kind of lost reception, we drove down, I want to say about 5 minutes down from where that fire truck is, and every single home in that general vicinity gone or burnt down. I mean, sheds are gone, cars are charred, you know, people's tools, everything in their backyards. And I mean, I want to say that every single tree I saw back there touched by this fire, and a lot of hot spots.
So now you're going to hear her add to the statement that every single tree was touched by this fire, that it's moving throughout the fields in order to paint the mental picture of a regular fire, when you can see the opposite is true.
Cars are charred, you know, people's tools, everything in their backyards. And I mean, I want to say that every single tree I saw back there touched by this fire, and a lot of hot spots still. I mean, as we continue to stay out here and as the sun has gone down, we're seeing just that lighting of these fires just throughout the fields here. I mean, it isn't
just throughout the fields here? Huh. So are you going to believe your eyes or what she's telling you? Because there seems to be a contradiction between the two of about 180 degrees difference. She said not a single tree was untouched, which would be assumed if it was a regular fire, but she's trying to paint the picture of a normal fire, where fields are on fire and trees are untouched.
Capable of starting a fire.
Those rings on the tree, those are where branches have emerged. All of the trees that I've cut down that are hollow have those holes, those rings on the outside, where a branch once emerged from each of those holes. And in these neighborhoods, it leaves all the trees standing and all the houses are disappeared. Those are all rows of houses. All those lights are in rows because those are all houses. Not the trees in between, just the houses. Where's the fields that are on fire? Those are all rows of houses. No fields in between, just houses. Simultaneously, from one end to the other. The original's linked in the description. It has better visual quality. But all the trees are still standing, as you can see. Only buildings burning. The trees are fine. House is burning. Yeah, that's what I see a firefighter squirting a tree that's not burning. Like as if to keep it from catching fire. Okay, the challenge is show me 5 burning trees. Show me 5. And someone will do it and they'll go, look, there's one. And they'll look and they'll find another one and 2. Notice he's squirting the tree right here that's not burning. Yeah. The tree is right next to the house. He's squirting the tree. So the challenge is show me 5 burning trees. At first it would show me 1 tree burning and there'd be someone that goes, look, there, see, there's a burning tree. Rather than acknowledging, huh. Yeah, that somebody would be chalking his viewers.
Beyond what I thought possibly was in this world. Down there, in their basement.
There's snow on top of his house.
That's our altar.
That was the house altar, the center of our home, where we put a lot of love and light into it, and it's still burning. Well, how metaphorical. I'm all fucked up. This is so fucking crazy. This is just beyond.
actually be what's causing a lot of what we're seeing. Because when the Earth's magnetic field gets stretched, and they can do this with technology as well, they stretch two of these magnetic flux lines apart, and when they snap back together like a rubber band, it creates a surge of ground current of electricity. And this is what Skywatch Media has given as their explanation in the video titled Earth's Magnetic Field, Vibration in Earth's Magnetic Field Causes Unexpected Ground Surge. Geomagnetic. How that works. Geomagnetic.
That link in previous videos.
Sorry, geomagnetic induction is what we've been calling it lately. So stretch our magnetic field and cause these fluctuations in the magnetic field that result in a surge of ground current that comes up through the trees and burns them from the inside out when it comes up in the middle of, nowhere where it's not populated. But in the populated areas, it draws towards the more conductive materials and leaves the trees alone. That could be what's happening here, and I believe that's probably most of the explanation of what we're seeing. There are other instances, like Paradise, where it was absolutely directed. This is the thumbnail image of a video put out a few weeks ago. I've seen multiple people go to the Wolf Creek Pass, Colorado, FAA weather cam. I've gone there myself. On any given day, you can go there and see this moving through the sky. And you can see the craters on it rotate as you sequence through the frames. By a YouTube channel called The Final Days. And she's been capturing these spherical objects using FAA weather cams for years now. But typically, they are the ones in Alaska or the northern regions of Canada. For some reason, in those northern altitudes, she's able to spot these things on the FAA weather cams, and many times they remove frames. Anyway, the point is, you can clearly see the craters on this one. So that might be why we're seeing these plasma fires, because our magnetic field is interacting with another magnetic field of a celestial body. I'll include the link in the description to this video, and you can go ahead and watch it. Also, these images have been captured multiple times over the last few years. When there's a solar flare, it illuminates a spherical object. This is the solar telescope camera, whether it's the Soho or the Stereo or the Core 2 or whatever it is. It's one of those solar observatory telescopes. The sun is right here in the middle behind the obfuscator, whatever they call it. Occulter. And it would appear that these celestial bodies passing by the sun actually create the solar flare, and that's why so often when there's a solar flare, hey look, there's a giant sphere by the sun. Maybe it's the passing by of the sphere that triggers the solar flare, similar to the way it would interact with our magnetic field and cause those plasma fires. Here's a video titled Huge. Here are some images straight from the Wolf Creek Pass FAA weather cam from November 4th. Right there, November 4th. Here you can see that celestial body. Just today, one of the ladies I subscribed to made a video where she goes straight to the FAA weather cam and shows you it in sequence. And when you put them in sequence, you can see the craters moving across the thing, so you can see that it's rotating and that those are indeed craters. I think I got some better images here. I just don't remember her name right now, and I'd have to go to the phone that I'm using to record this. But I will include the link in the description. It's only about a 2 or 3 minute video where she goes to this same weather cam, Wolf Creek Pass. You can do it yourself tomorrow. Wolf Creek Pass, Colorado, FAA weather cam. That's not the best one. I'm trying to remember her name. Here's a pretty good one, where you can start to see the craters. A couple craters up here, one right there in front of my finger. And as she sequences and shows you these pictures in sequence, you can watch the crater move across it and see which way it's rotating. This is visible on the Wolf Creek Pass weather cam every single day. So everything you're seeing, from COVID to the wars and everything else, it's not disconnected from one another. They're all happening at the same time for a reason. Like COVID and all the rest might have just been a distraction and a way to mobilize all that military equipment and get ready for the big show. Some say the end is near. Some say we'll see Armageddon soon. One great big festering neon distraction. I have a suggestion. It's to keep you all occupied. Learn to swim. I found it. It's less than a 2-minute video, but as you can see, it shrunk it down. But I ought to be able to zoom in. It will be linked in the description.
Okay, I think I've got the hang of this enough to show you what I want you to see. This is the FAA camera at Wolf Creek, Colorado.
Wait for it.
So let's start this. There we go. There's our celestial body in the sky coming into view there.
Oh, we just lost audio. But you can still see.
It's on a loop.
See the craters moving to the right?
I'm surprised they don't have that all covered up with the chemtrails. I'll leave a link to this camera so you can take a look if you want to. But yeah, this stuff's out there, and for anybody who wants to look, and most people don't want to look.
No, they don't.
But I'll keep an eye on it every once in a while, see what's going on. Okay, everybody, stay close to Jesus. Absolutely. Stay hidden in Christ. We're incredibly powerful. Jesus gave us the keys to the kingdom and gave us his power. Thank you very much, Lord Jesus. We appreciate it. Can't wait to meet all of you. Can't wait to be with Jesus. Just looking forward to heaven. Love you.
She said, we're good if we stay hidden in Christ, which reminded me of this lyric. Said, the devil's trying to find me, hide me, hold up, I take that back. Give me the strength I need to fight back. DMX, give me a sign.